a big round of applause to Mitch Evans and James Collado. Now, many of you know Mitch has been with the team since we first entered Formula E. He finished 5th last season after a nail-biting finale in New York and is currently running in P8 after 3 races so far. And James, you are new to the team, new teammate, great to have you with us. James is currently in P14 after scoring points at 2 of the last 3 rounds. So again, I'd like to throw open the floor to any questions that you guys have. Unfortunately, these guys don't speak Spanish.
They can try. But
they can try, yes. Mitch does. Well, yeah, Mitch speaks great Spanish. So any questions? Yes, down here at the front.
Hi. What is the biggest challenge? Yes, thank you, Mariana. What is your biggest challenge here in Mexico City?
Walking up the stairs with the altitude. But from a racing point of view, the track is quite demanding. There's a lot of right-hand corners, which makes the left-hand side of the car, the tires, quite working quite hard. The track layout has changed this year. It's looking quite difficult. The last corner is very, very fast. And from a technical point of view, the energy management is very difficult for us. So yeah, it's going to be a good race. So hopefully we can put on a good show for you.
Good luck. Thank you.
And James, it's quite a challenge for you as well, because of course every circuit is new. So even though here in Mexico most of the track is the same, for you it's all brand new.
Yeah, for me everything's new. It's my first season in Formula E with Panasonic Jaguar, and yeah, it's been a good start. We've scored points. We're doing well as a team. We're 5th in the Manufacturers Championship. So yeah, this track is an amazing track. Actually, it's very, very high speed. The last corner especially, very, very on the limit. So looking forward to getting out tomorrow for the shakedown. Yeah, just can't wait to get out, and I think we're in good shape. We think we've got a good car, and yeah, we'll go for good results.
You have a question?
Thank you, Mitch. The biggest difference in the racetrack is the new sector, and we take off the chicane. Do you think it's more pressure for the rear tire, and do you have more chances for overtaking?
Hopefully there's more chance of overtaking. We won't know that until obviously the race, but yeah, I think it will help the racing side. The last corner now has got no chicane, so it's a very fast right-hander. So the left-hand rear tire is going to be screaming. It's going to be very tough. But on the simulator, the new layout was really enjoyable to drive. Very challenging. Yeah, I think both James and I had many moments, you know, spinning and everything, trying to find the limits of the new circuit. So we're looking forward to driving it tomorrow, and hopefully a combination of the work we've done will also be very competitive. So looking forward to it.
Yes, another question here.
Hi, James. How do you feel with that new challenge? Sometimes I think Formula E is like GP2, you know, all the drivers go so fast and try to win in the first corner. And I think it's exciting for racing, but how do you feel with that new challenge? Because there's a lot of great drivers here, and I think it's the pinnacle of motorsport. So how was these first races?
Crazy, like you said. Yeah, there's a lot of action. There's you know, like you said, everyone is really competitive. The drivers are all superb, and makes it difficult being a rookie, to be honest. It's not an easy process just to go straight into this championship and be expected just to perform at the very front straight away. But I think we showed, or I showed in Santiago, the true pace of the car. We came through the field, it was clean, and you know, I've done this for a while now. Like you say, GP2, I've been through single-seaters. I know how it works. But yeah, things are going good. I love the championship. It's great. It's a great place to be. Feel very lucky to drive for this prestigious team. And yeah, I hope for the future we get great results. I think we've got a really good chance.
Any other questions from... No? James, I'm just going to carry on picking up that point of overtaking, because also in Riyadh, in the first 2 races, you came through the field to score points. Overtaking is a challenge, isn't it? But different on circuits like this.
Absolutely. I think people forget that every time you make an overtaking move, you use energy, you use electricity, and so therefore the next lap is compromised. So you need to be clever about how you do things. It's very strategic, the way we approach races. But like you said, yeah, I managed to make some good moves. Mitch has done an awesome job so far. He got pole in the last race, absolutely killed that lap. It was awesome. And yeah, I think, like I said, the car is superb. And I think at the moment the car is almost better than me. I'm just on the learning process, and yeah, eventually I'll be fighting at the front. Mitch is already there. He's experienced, so.
Okay, so just quickly, guys, tell me, what are your targets then for the weekend? James, you've got the mic. We'll start with you.
Well, I can only go better than my last race, where I finished in 8th. But at that point, yeah, I came through from 21st. So I'd like to qualify better. I think podium would be absolutely awesome for me, and realistically finishing in the top 5 would be great.
And Mitch, what about you? Your targets for the weekend?
Just sort of continuing the momentum from Santiago. Obviously, one of the main focus is trying to qualify at the front and start from the front, and then hopefully the things we've learned from our race in Santiago we can put into practice this weekend. So hopefully more champagne, silverware. That's what we come to do, and then celebrate with some guacamole and tacos afterwards.
Brilliant. Okay, well, if there's no other questions, oh, there is one. Yes.
Hey guys, well, I'm thinking, which is going to be your strategy for the race? Are you going to go aggressive, or will you be more conservative and wait for the other drivers to make mistakes?
It's a secret. I can't tell you.
Makes sense.
It depends where we qualify. It all depends on where you start. Track position is key. So if you start at the front, you can sort of do your own race. If you're starting towards the rear, you've got to be more aggressive at the start to make up some track position. So let's see after qualifying. That's all I can tell you.
I suppose it also depends, strategy will also depend very much on what else happens during the race with other competitors as well. Whether there's safety cars, that's all going to have an impact.
Yeah, I mean, you always have a sort of a set plan, but it never goes to plan because there's always obviously moving targets within racing. Other competitors making life hard. Yeah, so you've got to try and, it's always a moving target, so you've got to try and have a lot of sort of things up your sleeve to be able to adapt and adjust to any situation. So yeah, that's why we've got a great team behind us, a lot of engineers, a lot of guys in the background trying to make our lives easier and try and make us look good. And with their hard work, we can try and have as many strategies as possible.
Great. Well, thank you very much, everybody, and thanks very much for all of your questions. Now, we're going to be sending the drivers out to the tables here so that you can have some merchandise signed or have any photographs if you would like. But for now, I would like you to give them a big round of applause and wish them well for the weekend. Guys, thank you very much.